Namaskar. Welcome to Honest Astrologer YouTube channel. Today I am going to talk about the biggest remedy for Ketu and use a story from Mahabharata to explain. So let's start. Most people come to me during a Rahu Ketu or a Shani Darsha. Out of these, Ketu can be the most intense. Because in Ketu, things start to go wrong all over the place. In every aspect. The problem is, whenever we get into trouble, we try very hard, and the harder you try, the worse it gets. That's the paradox. You cannot work hard your way out of a Ketu Dasha. No, you cannot. You have to surrender and accept. That is the only way of having a decent Ketu Dasha. You just cannot fight. People often, question me, if I work hard, would I not get the reward of my karma? The answer is no. Because just like life and nature, astrology is all about timing. And I use an example. Let's say you plant your crop in a wrong season, but you work very hard at tilling the soil. Would you be able to have a decent crop? The answer is a big no. You have to time your events accordingly. So Ketu Dasha is not the period of hard work. Ketu Dasha is a period of letting go and accept. Let me use a story from my favorite epic, the Mahabharata, to prove this point. When the Mahabharata was going on between Kauravas and Pandavas, and Krishna was on the side of the Pandavas and he was trying to protect them. And he happened to use stratagems which got rid of the invincible warriors like Bhishma and Drona. Although it was unethical, but he did that. After the fall of Drona, Drona was murdered while he was sitting in a meditation position. So that was very unethical and it made the Kauravas very angry, particularly Drona's son Ashwat. And he was trained by his father in a lot of celestial weapons, and he said, today I am going to use a weapon which is going to annihilate the Pandavas. I am going to kill everybody to the last person, up to and including that liar Yudhishthir, which caused the death. And he used something known as Narayanastra. The Narayanastra went up and it created a celestial cloud, and that cloud started showering thunderbolts, swords, arrows, maces at the Pandava army, and they were being annihilated. They were trying very hard to fight it through, but they were not able. As usual, Krishna came to the rescue and he said, look, if I read this correctly, this is the fabled Narayana. And what I know about it, you cannot fight. And they were like, what should we do? And he said, look, the only way to handle this astra is to surrender and bow to it. Throw your weapons, surrender and bow to it. So while everybody agreed, there was a gentleman named Bhimsena who did not agree to the surrender and bow philosophy. He said, I don't care if this is a Narayanastra, I am going to hammer it down with my Gada. Krishna said, this fool is going to get everybody killed. Let's catch hold of him, snatch his weapon and make him bow. So it took Krishna, Arjuna, maybe 3-4 more people to bring down the mighty Bhimsena, but in the end they were able to do it. The moment they did it and everybody surrendered and bowed, the cloud of Narayanastra simply disappeared. And they were like, okay Krishna, how did you find out what to do about it? And he said, look, I was simply observing whosoever was trying to fight it the hardest was getting hammered the most. And whoever was not fighting was not getting tormented. That is when I realized this is the Narayana. So Ketu is like that. Ketu is like the Narayanastra of fate. Only way to live through it is to surrender, give up and bow. You cannot fight your way through a Ketu period. I repeat, you cannot fight your way through a Ketu period. So, please don't be a Bhim. Don't try to struggle. You will get hammered very badly. Be like a Krishna. Accept, bow and surrender. And Ketu will go much easier. So, that's my best advice on Ketu.